Stop. Don't scroll away. Taurus. You didn't find this reading by a twist of an algorithm. The exact weight of the cycle you are currently navigating has pulled you here. I feel the silent exhaustion you've been carrying, wondering why you always have to be the strong one, while everything seems to move so slowly for you. If you swipe away now, you might spend another year fighting a battle the universe has already won for you. Let me show you what is actually happening. You have been sustaining everyone else, waiting for years for a breakthrough, only to see things pause or fall apart right before the finish line. It is a silent exhaustion, a deep-seated weariness that nobody else sees. For years, one side of the jeweler's scale has been loaded with your sacrifices, your patience, and your unspoken burdens. Now, the universe is finally preparing to drop the massive counterweight of your reward. You will discover why the things that left your life recently had to be removed. You will understand the true spiritual nature of the delays you are facing right now. You will recognize the exact 4 signs that your karmic debt is finally being paid in full. You will learn how to claim this new cycle without bringing the old weight with you. And before this message closes, I will say one sentence about your life that you will carry for the next months. And maybe, just maybe, this is the exact answer you have been waiting for. Have you ever felt that heavy tightness in your chest when everything seems to stall, as if something inside you knows there is a hidden spiritual debt but your mind hasn't understood it yet? As if the universe forgot about your efforts and left you behind to handle it all alone? What if this stagnation is not a delay, but a sign that the universe is trying to hold back the delivery until the debt is cleared, so you can receive without losing it again? Because while many see only closed doors and bad luck, few realize that this sudden pause can carry a karmic lesson, an energetic cleansing, and a spiritual answer you haven't grasped yet. But what if the massive turning point is in this revelation that you haven't managed to apply yet? Now think with me. Why do certain areas seem blocked, even when I try to do everything right? What if every delayed plan, every unappreciated effort, every door that closed at the last minute, every silent tear of frustration, and this constant sensation of dragging a weight that isn't yours were signs of a karmic debt that you have postponed for far too long? It was looking for answers to this that I found this digital book called The Great Secret Behind the Karmic Debt of Taurus. This book is not just a reading. It is a revelation created for Taurus, who desire to understand the spiritual patterns repeating in your life, break the cycles of guilt, scarcity, and attachment, strengthen your inner energy, and clearly see what the universe is finally handing you. Many Taurus already feel they need to change how they view their blocks, but haven't made the decision to download the digital book yet. Download it right now. It is available in the pinned comment. But attention, the access could be taken down at any moment. It reveals reflections, hidden signs, and directions that can transform the way you navigate this exact transition. Do not wait for another cycle to repeat to seek this understanding. Click now, download your copy, and discover why the heaviest delay of your life might be exactly the place where the universe is preparing your greatest liberation. If this first word already touched something inside you, write "I claim my harvest" down below. Not for me, but because another Taurus who is exactly where you were a year ago needs this message to find them tonight. This path has a map, and it is already within your reach in the pinned comment. I will come back to it shortly, but you need to know that you are not walking this alone. And if for any reason you are not interested or cannot acquire the digital book right now, there is still another door open for you. I do not receive a single cent for any of these messages that I deliver here every day. Truly nothing. And yet they keep coming out every day for you and for every Taurus who still needs to be reached. If at any point your heart wants to give back a little of what it received, there is a voluntary donation link open in the pinned comment, right below the book. Any amount that fits in your hand today, any amount that your heart points to, that is what keeps this channel standing. That is what makes the next message reach another Taurus tomorrow, exactly as it reached you today. I will wait for you there, Taurus. I haven't told you the most important thing yet. There are 4 signs that this cycle has already started to turn, and you will recognize at least one. I need you to slow down for a second, Taurus. I am not speaking to the heavy armor you wear every single day to protect those around you. I am speaking to the profound exhaustion underneath it. You have spent so long bracing for impact, expecting every good thing to eventually come with a massive price tag, that you have stopped recognizing the moments when the universe is actually intervening. It is emptying your hands right now not to punish you, but because the harvest that is coming requires you to hold absolutely no karmic weight from your past. Notice how your body reacts to what I'm about to say right now. Feel your shoulders for a moment, the tension holding them up, as if you are physically bracing to catch something heavy that is about to fall. That physical tension is the exact echo of the spiritual cycle you have been carrying in absolute silence. It is time to look at the 4 signs that this cycle is already turning in your favor. Think about that quiet Tuesday evening recently, staring at your phone in the dim light of your room, reading a message that delayed your plans once again. You felt a familiar heavy knot form in your stomach, a sensation that you were being pushed to the back of the line. That wasn't just frustration, Taurus. It was the debt asking for your patience one last time. For some of you, this showed up as a career opportunity that suddenly went quiet. For others, it manifested as a relationship that hit an inexplicable wall. You called it a painful delay. The universe called it the necessary preparation of your roots. Then there was the moment you woke up at 3 a.m. last week. You were lying there in the dark, staring at the ceiling, calculating how you would manage to carry the burden for everyone else just one more time. You felt the weight of the entire structure resting entirely on you, wondering why you always have to be the strong one. That wasn't just insomnia or everyday anxiety. It was your soul preparing for the final release. You called it an unfair loss. The universe called it the clearing of a karmic debt you no longer have to pay. Consider the hesitation you felt recently when a new opportunity appeared. You stood there, your hand literally pulling back, because you fully expected it to fall apart right at the finish line, exactly like the others did in the past. That wasn't self-sabotage, and it wasn't you being broken or pessimistic. It was the memory of the karmic loop trying to protect you from another emotional blow. You called it starting from zero again. The universe called it a clean slate for a harvest far better than what you originally asked for. Finally, remember that heavy sigh you let out while organizing your space a few days ago? You were standing in the middle of your room, feeling like you are waiting for a train that is completely off schedule, exhausted by the sheer act of waiting for your life to finally move forward. That wasn't hopelessness, Taurus. It was the energetic clearing of the tracks for what is truly yours. You called it a cruel pause. The universe called it the necessary preparation of your roots. These 4 signs have a common origin, and this origin has a specific name. But before the name, you need something else. There is a path to clearing this, and I will open it right now. Before the name, before the word. Because anyone carrying an ancient karmic weight needs relief before receiving the revelation. Stay with me. And this is exactly where the path of clearing opens. The signs that just hit you did not hit you by chance, Taurus. They are the physical symptoms of that invisible weight on your shoulders that isn't from physical work. It's much older. It's your soul demanding a clearing you were never taught how to do. You have spent your entire life believing that love, success, and peace are things you must bleed for. A part of your mind tries to convince you of a very cold lie. It whispers that you are just unlucky. It tells you that your sacrifices were completely invisible to the spiritual realm, that your efforts dissolved into the wind, and that you are destined to just watch others cross the bridge you built while you stay behind in the dark. But what if this silence is not an abandonment? What if this complete stagnation is not a delay at all, but the universe aggressively holding back your massive delivery until your energetic debt is fully cleared? It is pausing your life so you can finally receive your harvest without dropping it from sheer exhaustion tomorrow. I have seen, Taurus, precisely where you are right now. I have watched them carry the weight of an entire structure, pouring their energy into people and places that gave absolutely nothing back, waiting for a breakthrough that always seemed one step out of reach. I have seen them accept the crumbs of the universe because they genuinely believed that was all they were allowed to eat. They thought the struggle was a permanent part of their identity. And I saw the exact moment they realized they didn't have to live like that anymore. I saw the moment they unbuttoned that heavy winter coat, the doors that slammed shut at the last second, the people who walked away without explanation, the feeling of paying a massive price for something you don't remember buying. These are not random accidents. They are the mechanics of a cycle begging to be permanently closed. It was looking for answers to this that I found this digital book called The Great Secret Behind the Karmic Debt of Taurus. This is not a simple reading of stars. It is a deep diagnosis of the spiritual patterns repeating in your life, breaking the cycles of guilt, scarcity, and attachment, strengthening your inner energy, and clearly seeing what the universe is finally handing you. It reveals exactly how to put down the burden of the past, so your hands are empty and ready to receive without guilt, without rushing the sacred process, and without accepting the struggle as your permanent reality. Because you must understand one absolute truth. The universe never empties the hands of a Taurus without preparing a harvest that is far heavier and far better than what was taken away. But you have to know how to claim it. This cycle only opens this specific door once, and this cosmic window will not wait for you to feel ready. Because the cost of ignoring this is too high. Every single day without this path is another day paying a spiritual toll you no longer owe. Every month you spend refusing to clear this energy is another month carrying the heavy cart for everyone else, while your own life stays in the exact same place. Every year you delay this clearing is another harvest you lose because your hands were too full of other people's problems. The digital book is in the first pinned comment. Download it now while this word is still vibrating in your chest. Step into the complete clearing of this scale that only this specific path maps out entirely. Take a deep breath now. Let your shoulders drop. You can feel the air shifting around you already, can't you? That is the jeweler's scale finally beginning to move. For years you watched one side pile up with your silent tears, your unspoken frustrations, and the endless patience you gave to those who never thanked you. The universe saw every single ounce of it, and the massive counterweight is already suspended in the air, ready to descend. You just need to step back and let the balance restore itself. You do not have to force the delivery. And as I told you earlier, Taurus, besides the digital book that is in the first pinned comment, there is that voluntary donation link open, right below the book. I still do not receive a single cent for each message that leaves here for you. That is why this link exists, so that another Taurus tomorrow finds exactly this message that found you today, whatever amount your heart points to. Each gesture like this keeps our channel standing and makes the next message reach whoever needs it, exactly as it reached you today. There is a record that explains this. And now, with the path laid out before you, the name comes down. There is a specific name for the profound cosmic mechanism operating in the shadows of your life right now. It is called the Law of the Hidden Scale. For years, Taurus, you have been trying to make sense of the sudden stops and the inexplicable walls that keep appearing on your path. You have been calling this phase a cruel delay, an unfair sequence of blocked paths, or simply a heavy streak of terrible luck that refuses to leave your house. You honestly thought the spiritual realm was ignoring your prayers, turning a blind eye to your endless efforts, while rewarding those who did a fraction of the work. But it is not bad luck. It is not an energetic punishment for a mistake you made in the past. It is the final clearance of an ancient karmic debt. The law of the hidden scale dictates that when a monumental shift is prepared for you, the universe must first empty your hands completely. It looks like things are shifting drastically, shaking the foundation of everything you thought was secure, but it is just the scale finally finding its true balance. The universe is emptying your hands right now not to punish you, but because the massive harvest that is coming requires you to hold absolutely no karmic weight from your past. You cannot hold on to the heavy, rusted iron of your old cycles and expect to catch the pure gold that is about to drop into your lap. The law of the hidden scale explains precisely why the people and the situations that left your life recently had to be aggressively removed. They were not compatible with the absolute lightness you need to sustain this new chapter. I want you to think of a heavy, ancient stone bridge built over a turbulent river. You have been that stone bridge for everyone else. For years, you stood firm over the rushing water, bearing the immense weight of the heavy carts, the sudden emotional storms, and the frantic footsteps of those who desperately needed to cross to safety. You absorbed every impact in silence, You held the structure together when it threatened to completely collapse under the pressure, and you watched people cross over you to reach the other side, smiling, celebrating, and moving on with their beautiful lives, while you stayed in the exact same place, weathered, bruised, and exhausted by the sheer effort of holding them up. You watched them take the stability you provided and build their own castles, while you wondered when it would be your turn to simply rest. You began to believe that your destiny was simply to be the unappreciated foundation so others could thrive. But there is a crucial detail that nobody ever told you about the bridge. The bridge is the exact point where the ultimate toll is collected. It is exactly where you are right now, Taurus. The crossing is over for them, and the heavy toll you earned through years of silent, unrewarded endurance is finally being paid directly to you. I saw every single time you swallowed your own tears, so others wouldn't have to face theirs. I felt the exact weight of the burdens you carried in absolute silence, asking absolutely nothing in return, while you secretly wondered if I had forgotten you. I have not forgotten a single ounce of your sacrifice, and I did not leave you behind in the cold dark. I was simply clearing the ground, removing the attachments that drained you, so your foundation could finally hold the massive weight of the reward I am delivering to your door. There is a man who carried this exact same silent exhaustion for years. He built, he provided, and he watched his deepest efforts crumble right at the finish line time and time again. He poured his soul into emotional and financial foundations that were never his to fix, always hoping that eventually someone would look back and return the favor. When the delays kept coming and the silence grew louder, he thought the struggle was just his permanent reality. He accepted the crumbs of affection and success because a dark part of his mind convinced him that the full meal was never meant for him. And then, the cycle snapped. What changed wasn't that he started working harder or sleeping less. He didn't suddenly become luckier or find a magic shortcut to success. What changed is that he finally understood his karmic debt was completely cleared. He realized the toll was paid in full. He stopped fighting the cosmic delay, put down the heavy weight that wasn't his to carry anymore, and simply opened his hands for the reward that was already waiting on the other side of the law of the hidden scale. You are still processing this right now, aren't you? You are sitting there, feeling a strange mixture of profound relief and quiet disbelief washing over your chest, as if a tight, painful knot you have carried for a decade is finally beginning to loosen its grip on your breathing. You can feel the truth of this resonance deep in your bones. But I need you to stay focused. The deepest truth is still ahead, and it has your name on it. Understanding this cosmic law is only half the crossing, Taurus. The other half is finally recognizing who you had to become just to survive the wait. Because you didn't merely endure the relentless delays, you fundamentally reshaped your entire spiritual structure to handle the immense weight of the pause. You stepped into massive roles you never actually asked for, simply because no one else in your life was strong enough to hold them. Now you must finally look at the true faces of the identities you wore. First, you became the silent builder. You are the one who constructed the emotional and financial foundations for everyone around you, placing every stone perfectly while they rested. But your deepest, quietest pain is that when your own walls began to crack, you sat in the rubble alone. You were too proud and too afraid of being a burden to ask for a single hand to help you rebuild. Then you became the patient sower. You planted seeds in completely barren soil, watering them with your own exhaustion, believing that your endless dedication would eventually force the earth to yield a harvest. You gave so much life to other people's dreams that you almost starved your own roots, silently hoping they would eventually turn around and notice you were fading. And ultimately you became the unseen anchor. Taurus carries, Taurus sustains. Taurus does not ask to be saved. You held the entire ship steady through violent, chaotic storms, sinking yourself deep into the cold mud so they wouldn't drift away and drown. But in doing so, you completely forgot what it felt like to simply float freely on the surface, unbothered by the turbulence. These are not just titles, Taurus. They are the deep scars of an ancient karmic debt you paid for years. Notice your chest right now. Feel that sudden warmth blooming right behind your ribs, the slight change in your breathing. That sensation has a specific name, That is the profound feeling of your soul finally being seen exactly as it is, without the heavy, impenetrable armor you wear for the rest of the world. But this new identity that was just declared over your life needs to be fiercely sustained. Because the Taurus who finally recognizes their true value but still doesn't fully understand their energetic debt will inevitably bend down tomorrow morning to pick up a weight that is no longer theirs. To sustain this, you need a precise map. This is exactly why the digital book, The Great Secret Behind the Karmic Debt of Taurus Max, is waiting for you right now in the first pinned comment. It is the definitive guide to protect and sustain the new identity that was just declared over your life. It is what grounds this revelation into your daily reality, breaking the cycles of guilt, scarcity, and attachment so you never again slip back into the role of the endless provider. Do not wait for the weight to return to try and sustain what was just spoken over you. Secure your copy, now lock in this new frequency, and solidify the exact boundaries that will keep the old debt out of your house permanently. I promised I would come back to this, but before we move into the final clearing, you need to know exactly how this old cycle will try to return to you, because it will try to creep back in, and it will use 3 very specific tactics to do it. I promised I would show you exactly how the old cycle tries to return, because it will absolutely try to creep back into your life, Taurus. The moment you finally decide to put that heavy, soaked coat down on the floor, the ancient debt will test your resolve using 3 very specific, very quiet tactics. The first tactic is the doubt that sounds exactly like your own voice. For some of you, this will happen just days from now when a genuinely good opportunity arrives, or when someone finally treats you with the exact respect you deserve. A dark thought will whisper that it is simply too good to be true, convincing you that a hidden catch is waiting to ruin it all. When you hear that voice, use your first weapon. You must make a firm, uncompromising verbal declaration. Say out loud, "I am ready to receive." You must hear your own physical voice claiming the lightness to permanently silence the echo of the old debt. The second tactic is the false urgency that suddenly demands you fix things immediately instead of waiting for the cosmic delivery. You will feel this intense, anxious pull to intervene, to manage a situation that is no longer yours to control, just because you are so used to carrying the structure for everyone else. When that familiar panic rises, use your second weapon. Take a literal, physical step back from whatever you are doing and take one long, deliberate breath. That single physical step breaks the momentum of the karmic loop, trying to drag you back into the heavy role of the endless provider. The third tactic is the deep, confusing guilt of finally receiving massive blessings without having to suffer or bleed for them. You will look at the sudden ease arriving in your life and feel a twisted sense of obligation, as if you are somehow stealing a piece you haven't earned through exhaustion yet. When that guilt tightens your chest, use your third weapon. Open your physical hands, palms facing completely up, right where you are sitting or standing. This simple bodily action signals to the universe that your desperate grip on the past is broken, and you are no longer bracing for a painful impact. These 3 weapons protect you from what I managed to show you today, but the cycle has much older and deeper layers than what fits in one video. The spiritual mechanics of this clearing require a much wider understanding, because your old patterns will aggressively test you precisely when you feel the most vulnerable. When the attachment tightens your chest again, when the delay feels like a cruel punishment, when the loss knocks on your door without warning, you will need more than just these 3 defensive steps. You will need the exact blueprint of how to navigate the rest of this massive crossing. This is exactly why you need the great secret behind the karmic debt of Taurus. It delivers the complete map of the clearing you need, so this loop never catches you again. I am not rushing you. I am warning you. Do not wait for the next emotional blow to finally open the map. This cosmic window is opening for you right now, and the universe will not wait indefinitely for you to decide to drop the heavy weight. Secure your copy in the pinned comment. And now, I need you to stop learning for a moment and start feeling. I need you to close your eyes for just a moment, or at least lower your gaze away from the bright screen. You have been holding yourself so tightly for so long, constantly scanning the horizon for the next problem you have to solve, that your body forgot how to simply exist without defending itself. Drop your shoulders right now, take one deep, slow breath. Notice how much physical effort it takes to finally stop carrying the invisible structure of your life and just sit completely still. You are safe here, Taurus. You do not have to build anything for the next few minutes, and you do not have to hold anyone up. This space is entirely yours. Let the muscles in your neck loosen. The cosmic scale is already moving in the background, handling the balance you fought so hard to manage entirely on your own. Now I want you to step into the exact center of this energetic clearing. Imagine standing in a heavy, old winter coat that you have worn for years. It is soaked with rain, heavy with dirt, pulling your shoulders down relentlessly until your neck aches with the strain. You have worn it for so long, bracing against the cold storms of everyone else's lives, that you actually think it is part of your own skin. Now imagine simply unbuttoning it. Let it drop to the floor. Hear the heavy, dense thud as it finally hits the ground. Feel the sudden lightness expanding in your chest, the cool air on your skin, the immediate relief rushing up your spine. You do not have to carry it anymore. Step forward and leave it completely behind. Release the guilt of finally receiving your blessings, the twisted feeling that accepting a reward is somehow a betrayal of those who are still struggling. Release the deep-seated fear of hoping for something good, the defensive mechanism that expects every new opportunity to eventually fall apart right before the finish line. Release the ancient karmic account that was never yours to pay in the first place, the heavy toll you kept trying to settle for people who simply walked away. Release the frantic urgency that demands you fix this delay immediately, the exhausting illusion that if you just push a little harder, the train will finally arrive. Now step fully into what remains. You are no longer the silent builder constructing foundations in the rubble alone. You are building the unshakable ground of your own massive reward. You are no longer the patient sour watering barren soil with your own exhaustion. You are opening your hands for the heavy, golden harvest that is already fully grown. You are no longer the unseen anchor sinking into the cold mud to save a ship that isn't yours. You are floating freely on the calm surface, completely untethered from the turbulent depths of the past. You are still processing this profound shift right now, with that familiar tightness in your chest slowly transforming into absolute relief. Before we seal this, write down below the name of someone you are carrying through this crossing, or if this is for you, write in one sentence what you are expecting the universe to give back. I will read it, and you will not write this alone. Do not let go of this energy just yet. We are not done. Stay with me. May your home be sealed from any energy that tries to drain your peace. May every unseen effort you made be fully returned to your hands. And may the massive harvest that is currently traveling toward you arrive untouched by the past. I heard every time you asked if your sacrifices were completely invisible to the spiritual realm. I felt the exact weight you dragged for years, the heavy burden that was never yours to carry, while you silently wondered if I had forgotten about your efforts and left you behind to handle it all alone. I saw you staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m., wondering what you did wrong. I watched you calculate how you would manage to carry the structure for everyone else just one more time, bracing for another emotional blow while you expected the next good thing to fall apart right at the finish line. I did not forget you, and I did not abandon you in the dark. The closed doors and the sudden delays were never a punishment for your past. They were my absolute protection over your future. I was aggressively holding back the delivery of your greatest blessing because your hands were simply too full of other people's debts to hold it. I was emptying your hands. I was clearing the heavy tracks and tearing down the attachments that drained your energy, ensuring that when this massive counterweight finally drops, you will have the unshakable foundation required to sustain it. The toll you paid in silence is finally cleared. The energetic quarantine is over. You do not have to fight the pause anymore because the scale has already found its true balance, and the reward I have prepared for you is far heavier than everything you lost. The doubt that sounds exactly like your own voice ends here. The false urgency that demands you fix things immediately ends here. The deep guilt of finally receiving your blessings without having to bleed for them ends here. Taurus is never late. Taurus is not behind anyone. Taurus arrives right on time. Don't let go yet. The universe has just told you. I saw you staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m. wondering what you did wrong. And it is exactly because of this that I need to remind you of one crucial thing before sealing this crossing. What was liberated here today is absolutely real. But tomorrow morning, that ancient weight that will try to sit on your shoulders again will aggressively test you, trying to convince you that nothing has actually changed. The daily routine will attempt to drag you back into the draining role of the endless provider. You must know how to protect and sustain what was liberated in this crossing, so it isn't lost by tomorrow, because the cycle will look for any crack in your new foundation to creep back in. That is why the digital book, The Great Secret Behind the Karmic Debt of Taurus, is waiting for you in the first pinned comment as your daily companion. It is the definitive map to keep the old karmic debts out of your house permanently and ground your new frequency. Do not let tomorrow test the freedom you just claimed today. Click the link in the comments. Download your complete copy right now and secure the absolute lightness that is finally yours. There are thousands of Taurus listening to this right now, feeling the exact same profound relief in the exact same silence as you. You are part of a massive, quiet wave of liberation. If this voice found you today, and if you feel that the heavy winter coat has finally dropped from your shoulders, subscribe to the channel, not just to add a number, but because the next message in this series is going to look exactly for those who have already crossed this first bridge. In the next video of this series, I will show you the exact sign that appears 3 days before your massive karmic harvest is delivered, and why almost every Taurus completely ignores it. Do not miss it. And still in this video, Taurus, before I seal this hour with you, I come back one last time to this request. You have walked with me this far. You have crossed every word, every revelation, every sign. And if at any moment of this message you felt the universe touch you, you know this video was not an accident. The voluntary donation link remains open in the first pinned comment, right below the digital book. Not as a charge, not as an exchange, but as a giving back from the one who received to the source this message came from. Any amount your heart points to. And the universe sees every gesture, the universe sees. And the universe multiplies over your home, over your days, over what you don't even know is about to arrive. This was my last request. I'll be waiting for you there. Thank you so much. And when the heavy weight tries to return, remember that the answer has a name. The great secret of the karmic debt, and it is already within your reach. The old, heavy stone bridge you built for everyone else is now the exact place where your ultimate reward is being delivered. Now you can let go. This message is complete. What was seen was seen. What was settled was settled. Walk light, Taurus.